Okay, look at that. See that buy pressure coming up? Look at that. It's that buy pressure's coming up right there. So it's not fighting down too hard. And that's a solid green, so it didn't get too far into that 5 minute there. Didn't even make it to the 1 minute. So where is that? That's at what, 370 right now? Now we got to look up and say, okay, where is our sell pressure at? And it's right here. Look it. Right there. 370.31. That's our sell pressure. So see, that's very close now. We're going to want to wait before we take something. Those are literally like 30 cents apart, something like that. So now we just want to be patient and wait. That perforated line going horizontal, we just want to kick back and wait. And you see the wick has broken into that sell pressure, right? This is on the 1 minute. So let's see if it fights through it. Just so you can see that, let me go ahead and do the sell pressure for the 1 minute. Coming to the green there. Let's see if it fights through that. Let's see if we have any 5 minute pressure. Nope, we don't have no 5 minute yet. Look at the 1 minute is rejecting it, and we're also close to the line here. Look at that, we're coming back down. Yeah, we just want to wait. Let's go ahead and outline this red so we know that that is sales pressure. See that? See it hitting that line? Look at that. It's hitting that line. So look it's coming back down. Let's see, does it stop there, right there, and make that support on that uptrend on that cross there? Looks like it. Very much looks like it. So look but it still didn't break through. But we do got a wick under the 5 EMA. You want to watch that. Just telling you that it's a warning. Maybe turning red there. And look at that. It's turning red. Look at that. It's turning red. It's as simple as that. That simple. Look at that. Is that simple? Trying to stay in the same spot there. Okay. So yeah, just wait a minute. Don't take any place. Now I am recording a video, so just everybody be quiet for a sec, please, because I'm recording this as we're doing it. I just want to see if I can get some good footage right here for the channel. See, it's fighting and it's fighting. It's breaking through that resistance. So now we're in a pivotal spot. But I want to say something. Yesterday I said 370 was the pivotal spot. Now we're there. So let's see what happens. Give it a second, let it do its thing. And we're at 370 right there. Hasn't showed us anything yet. I wouldn't take any positions yet. Working on this third candle here, this now becomes sell pressure. So the sell pressure on the 1 minute has came from this box down to this box. If this closes out in the red, not yet, but if it does, that's 3 candles. And on the 1 minute, this is why I don't use a lot of pressure positions in the 1 minute, because it's really funky. To for lack of a better word, it's not that great of a spot to do it in on the 1 minute chart. Now, I'm going to point something else out. Here is your sales pressure for the 1 minute. Then look at, now it's here, and then now it's here. Well, yeah, this candle closed, so now here on the 1 minute, look at that, and we're pushing back down. So if you were going to take something, if I was thinking about taking something right now, it'd be at about 370 or 369. It's at 369.63 right now. So, but I didn't say take it. I said thinking about, because look at the pressure. Look at buy and sell. They're so close. They're so close. Look at that. Look at that. Buy and sell. That's why they're pivoting on you, and you have to use the 1 minute here because of the way that this thing is moving right now. So now it's time to recalculate our lines here. But you're going to notice now that this line is switching to going down. See that? This line is now like this. So we are going down right now. On the overall of the 1 minute chart, we are going down. But understanding the pressure is, it hasn't told us where to get in yet. Hasn't told us. It's still fighting there. We're going to watch for a breakout. Just let it do its thing. Just hold on. We shouldn't be jumping in anything yet. Looks like we may have a breakout to the upside. Okay. See, that's why I said we don't know yet. Don't take anything. Look at that. It's too close to call. Now, if you notice, the sell pressure has, on the 1 minute, has moved down. Don't tell me, but say it to yourself. It's moved down to here. See how simple this is? So what's happened? It's collapsing in on itself. Look how close the pressures are right here, man. Now it has no choice but to bounce out. We can still leave this guy up here because it wasn't really ran through. This was a weak run through right here. That was weak. But you see how hard this buy pressure is fighting right here? We don't know which way this is going to go. Don't take nothing yet. Look at that pressure, man. That's crazy. Crazy, 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 man. Look at that, back and forth, back and forth. And we're still within the same buy pressures here. Yep, still the same stuff there, man. Let me check my 5 minute real quick while we got time. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Yep, same stuff. This is absolutely how you have to move your pressure around, and it keeps going just like this. Look at it ping-ponging, man. You don't want to be involved in that right now. This is really, like I said, this is one of those moments where I say, if you want to throw your money away, I give you my Cash App. Well, I don't have one, but I would if I had one. If you want to throw your money away, then hey, you could write me a check because you don't understand what's going on. Look at that. There's more to it than the pressure, but I mean, it's a big thing to tell you. Look at that. Something's getting squeezed. Look at that. This is now support. So since that is support, we could by all means, well, we don't have enough candles yet, but this is perfect. I'm loving this right now because this is showing you guys what I've been telling you about. Perfect example right here. Look how it's fighting between the pressure. Look at that. No pressure has changed. So this is coming down to who wants it more. You should see a breakout. Who wants it? Who wants it? Seen the breakout there. That one's still working. So let's just wait a minute. That's still working. Let's get that to settle first. There we go. But look, it's still in pressure. Still in pressure. Look at that. Pushing it back. Pushing it back. This is beautiful. This is how it works right here. Perfect illustration, man. Now that one's closed. Let's go ahead and line it up with that wick right there. We're not worried about this guy yet. Look at that channel we got going up. Look at that. We filled the gap here as far as we've come full circle here, as I say. Look at that. Look how far we went up. 370 from 370.05 to 370.18. We're not going up much, so do not play this. You know who I'm talking to. Don't say nothing, but you better not be in this, dude. Just wait. Let it come to us. Still playing around in this pressure, so what should you be looking at? What should you be looking at if you're going to take something? Tell yourself, don't tell me. Remember, we got this line of resistance right here. And we got this close to the pressure, so we got to get through this cleanly. That's at 370.54, so what should you be looking at? Should be looking at your options chart right now. I'm not going to tell you what to look at. You should know. That's why it's not going anywhere. The pressure is too close on both sides. Look at that. And that should tell you something about the sales pressure on the top side. That's a 1 minute. Look, it's green. It's a 1 minute. The buy pressure on the bottom side is a 5 minute. Look at that. They're boxing us in 370.40 to, let's say, about here, 369.64. So they're boxing us in at about a 76 cent move. Something's getting ready to bust. We broke down out of the channel, breakout after breakout, but nothing is telling us to get in. This is beautiful to watch because this illustrates everything I've been saying. Now what's happening? The buyers are pushing, or the sellers are pushing it down. But that's a 1 minute. That's a 1 minute pressure pushing through a 5 minute pressure. What does that tell you? Now look at it. That's a 1 minute pressure right there, pushing through a 5 minute buy pressure. Let's see what happens when it gets in here. That's going to tell us a story right there. Just have a wick, no wick. Okay. Let's see what happens. Waiting for this to close. These are not in any particular order right now. I'm just trying to be really up on it because I see what they're doing. There's going to be a sudden breakout, and you need to know if you go with a put, this is what I'm going with. If I go with a call, this is what I'm going with. That's your job right now. You should have your options chart open looking at this. You should be looking at calls and puts right now. Look how flat this line is right there. I told you about that the other day. We're going off this guy right here because this guy's still working. He's really not existing yet. So let's see what happens. If you're looking for puts, you want that guy to push down. Look at your EMA setup. It's not time to get in. Your 5 is in the middle. Now it's looking like it wants to point down. Look it, fighting down. And this is coming from a 1 minute sell pressure pushing through a 5 minute, and now it's trying to push through a 5 and a 1 at the same time. What is this telling you? This is some strong ass sell pressure right here. Look at that. Buyers are getting overwhelmed at this point. So you should know right about now what option to try to get in at. You should know if you're going to go with the put. Don't say nothing, but I mean, you should know. Look, we got the breakout right there. Let's check the 5. See, the 1 minute, I forget. The 1 minute tells me everything. I don't even have to go back and forth, literally. I know what that 5 minute candle is going to be before I even click on the chart, you know? So I don't have to do it. I'm doing this so you guys can see it. 15 is green. Look at that. We got to stop right there. The hour is red. 15 is green. 5 is green. 1 is green. It's too short to play. Now you see how those pressures being close. You see how this line here is crazy down. This is here. Your EMA hasn't figured out nothing. You have no business jumping in anything right now. None. You ain't got no business getting in anything unless you're already in something. If you jump in something right here, you're a genius or an idiot. One of the two. Don't do it. You don't. If they're having a gunfight outside, I'm not going to walk through the middle of a gunfight. I'm not going to run across the freeway. What's going to happen? You're going to die. Freeway, 5, 6 lanes each side, and you're trying to run across this traffic. You're crazy. You should be plotting out how you're going to get through it, not running across it. Look at that. And this is why right here I'm using the 1 minute. I never hardly use 1 minute pressures, man. But look at this. This market is so crazy. I have to use 1 minute pressure. Look at that. The 5 minute just got his ass kicked by the 1 minute. Now these two 1 minutes are duking it out amongst themselves. That's why I push this guy back, because he means nothing. Look, he got ran through. Look at that. From there to there, this 5 minute got ran through. Look at now the 1 minute is the one doing the fighting, not the 5. Look. You have no business in a position right now unless you already had it. Look at your options chart. Look at that. Nothing is expensive right now. Nothing is expensive. Now we're pushing up. Now let's see, is the 5 helping it? The 5 is helping it. Look, pushing off the 5. Bring the 5 back into play. Look at the EMAs, man. The 5 minutes in the middle. I try not to make long videos, but this always happens. And I get to push a really good point that you should learn from. Look at that. Now, are we going to run through this sales pressure? Or is it going to keep playing with us? That's the question. Look, if I was to draw a yellow box like I draw, it would be right there. It would be right there. Look at that. The up, the down, the up, the down. This looks like a head and shoulder pattern trying to form. Or that might already be one right there. But it didn't go down, so it's probably not. Look at that, though. We got a shoulder and a head. We got, okay. Yeah, that's not the head. We got one coming in right here. Let's see if this comes up and comes back down. And then it probably, possibly may break down if it's true what they say about the head and shoulders. Okay. Peel this guy back. Let's see. So we're coming over here. Let's let this candle do its thing before we reset that, because it's doing too much. All right, coming to the bottom of this guy. See how close I got to play this, man? Something's getting ready to bust. And look, it's at 370 level where I said yesterday. Something's getting ready to bust, man. I think we're going to go way up or way down right here. 1 to 2. We don't know yet. Uh-oh, 3 closed right there. Bam. All right, perfect. See, now we got that next one under here, so now we're getting somewhere. But we only got 1 touch here, so let's try to open this up. Let's see. Look at that. Look how extreme that is. That's crazy, man. Look at that. Look at that. That is nuts right there, man. We got to just wait. We got to wait. We know where resistance is at. We don't know where support is at. Let's just wait. Okay, but now at the same time, the 1 minute buy pressure has moved up on us. Look at that. So the 1 minute is stronger than the 5. What the is going on? What's going on here? Look at that. You had to move that guy up. What is going on? The 1 minute stronger than the 5? What the? Let's look at the 5 real quick. Huh. Yeah, we still got that. All right. Well. Let's see. We're going to have a breakout up here. Look how lopsided that is, man. Look at that. Fighting through that pressure, though. I know that. Is this forming the other shoulder? People that trade patterns, those patterns, if this comes back down to here, they're going to take puts for sure, because they're playing off that pattern right there forming. But it's kind of loose. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's look at the whole thing. Let's go out. Look at it. Look at that. See, we come down to here, but after here, we don't have no clear direction. Look at that. So if you got in over here saying it's going to be a head and shoulders, if this thing goes up, you were wrong. Look at it. Breaking out. Let's go to the next one that closed right there. EMA is up. 20's in the middle. 5 is there. Okay. We got sell pressure right here that hasn't been ran through yet. That's our sell pressure. This sell pressure is getting ran through right now as we speak. After this candle closes, if it closes up here, this is irrelevant now. Jesus Christ, this is a perfect illustration of how you do this. Perfect. Look at that. Now we're hitting that. You should always be thinking different puts, different calls. Don't marry it. Don't marry it. Do not marry all 369. Don't marry it. Do what's best. Okay? So I'm going to keep this buy pressure here, but I'm going to get rid of this sell pressure. Look at that. That's simple because it got ran through right there. Look at that. Now we're fighting this. We get through this, I think we can go up a little bit. Because remember that 370, look at, we're fighting. I told you guys yesterday, 370 was the battlefield. I told you. And look what's happening. Remember the rule. The nearest run, opposite color, the next one, bam, there's your buy pressure right there. Look at that, getting rejected hard right there, man. 370 is they're duking it out, man. Gunslinger right there, OK Corral. Look at it, it's going down. There we go. That's the relevant one right there. But it did just get ran through, but let's see if it retests. You have no business getting in anything until it shows you where to go. It look like it may be forming head and shoulders. Let's see. I'm not teaching you to gamble. I'm teaching you where to get in, where to get out, and how to play it. I mean, it's all a gamble, but we try to make as many calculated moves as we can make. So that would be like that. We're gonna let that go up a little bit. We're actually probably in a channel, actually, because it won't let us form a wedge the right type of way. So it won't let us form a wedge, so it's not getting squeezed. Okay, we're actually in a channel to the upside. See that? Consolidated here, starts to move up. Look at this sell pressure getting ran through hard. Getting used and abused right here. Look at that. Let's see if this hits the top of that and goes up. I want it to go get through this guy decently to tell me what to do. Yep. All right, I'm filming a video. Look at this over here. Look how far we got to go back. Look at that. Got to go back right here to find something if it gets past that point. And what is that? That's yesterday. This is yesterday. Look at that. That's yesterday. What I'm saying is keep an eye on the perforated line. Look. See that? If we get past that point. If we run through this sell pressure. We're bouncing off the top. That's good, but it's still selling down right there. Let's break this line. And let's break this line. Well, filming a video. Let's see what happens. Look at pushing down. Whew. Rough ass market. They're playing, but we are seeing movement up with this channel here though. I mean, see what they do. Uh-oh. Let's get on in here and see this. Let's get on in here. Look at that. Pushing off the 5 EMA. We're pushing solidly through that. If we get past this, it might be all right for a call. Look at that. Still in the channel though. Not in a wedge, we're in a channel. You should steadily be calculating your options right now. You should steadily be looking at your strikes. What am I going to take if I get a call? What am I going to take if I get a put? I'm not worried about yesterday's high. Don't care. Well, do your due diligence. Bam. Let's see. Bam. Remember what I told you guys about parabolic moves? They go up quick, go down, but this is, just don't look that parabolic right now. So let's see, go by that line. And we're still playing. I could probably, yeah, this is still relevant, actually. Let me leave that there. Remember the red outline with green is selling. That's buying as far as the pressures, okay? So you want to look how hard it's getting pushed up. Look at that. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Well, hey. Do what you gotta do. So I said paper trade, because you gotta make these decisions on your own. Cyberman's not always gonna be there to hold your hand. Look at that. You better make a decision. Make it quick. Make a decision. Make it quick. You're losing money. Get your confirmations. Don't, even though it's a rush, it's not. Make your decisions. We fought back past both those sales pressures. Our EMAs are up. Look how far apart our EMAs are, man. By now, you guys should know where to get in and what strike you're in at and which way you want to go. Come on. I hope you guys are in. You better be on paper. Not horrible call. You better be on paper. Now see what it's going to do. We bounce off this here. Because right about now, I don't know where the sell pressure's at. It's way on the other side. Don't know where it's at. So let me take a quick look. Matter of fact, let me go to 5 minute. Maybe I can see it clearer. Let me just stay about right here. Let me go over how far I got to go. About here. If it's there, so the top of that sales pressure would be there. So let me come back over. Right there, that's the top. It's breaking through the top of the sales pressure right now as we speak. Okay, or the 5 minute at least. Look at that. Where is it at? Look at that, right there. So the next spot, that's 371.38. The next spot I guess we'd have to look at is this resistance, 372. Something or the other. Look at that. Look at that. 371.49. Since you're a part of my video, you took a 372, right? Okay. How high are you up right now? Yeah. No, how high are you up? What's your net liquidation on that play you just took? No. What's your liquidation? How much did you pay for it? On the cost. $190. Okay. What is it? 124. Okay. Where's it at right now? You got it for 124. Where's it at? You should have that box checked, and you should be looking at, you should hit close selected so you can see in that box going up or down. Yeah, it's going to switch because it's moving. We're getting a little fight back. Because I just showed you guys where the top of the sales pressure, sales pressure is right here. We're at the top of it. Just showed you guys a minute ago. This is beautiful. This was a beautiful, beautiful video right here. You go watch this. This is perfect example right here. This is top of sales pressure right here. Now it's at 371.90. Where did I tell you the top of the sales pressure was of the next one? It was at 372 something. Look at that. So am I worried right now? No, I'm not. I'm not worried about it. Because I know where it's at. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell off some positions right now, take some profit. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Probably going to sell off like 80% maybe. I don't know. Let me, I was so busy talking to you guys that I didn't do my math. Okay. So I'll just go ahead and just for the hell of it, I'm going to sell off 60%. 7, 36, 35. Put that in right there. Okay, I got 40% of my contract left. I only bought 10, so sold 6. Got 189. 370 call. You guys should have picked up a 370 or a 371 or push it with a 372. That's why you don't just guess. You got to check know where your pressures are at. That way, you know, okay, you may be winning on a 372, but at the same time, that's a riskier call than a 370. Why? Because at 370, we know what's ahead, so it doesn't matter if we get in the money. Doesn't matter. Because we know what's going on. When you don't know what's going on, you make those riskier calls And guess what? You die. You don't know what's happening, so you just walk out in traffic, and you're more than likely you're going to get hurt. So I'm watching the 5. Let me switch to the 1 because I don't like the way that sell pressure is coming down on that. Look at that. Sure enough, look at that. Still see green there, though. Look at that. So we get into like 372. Let me see. Let me go back to the 5 real quick. Let me come back over. Let me see, where was my pressure? Okay, we're past that pressure. I'm up at about, let me see, right there, 372.04. Okay, so let's look at that, getting back by 371.92. So that pressure must be pretty good there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sell off a couple more here. I'm gonna sell off 3. I'm gonna leave 1. Get out with the profit, man. Get out with the profit. I got those for $1.89. I'm at 242 right now, 241. I'm gonna go ahead and sell those 3 off, put the order in. Now I got 1 left. I'm all in the profit. See how that pressure's pushing down, but I leave a runner just in case. It's all profit, that runner. So let's see what happens. Yep, look at that. Perfect illustration, man. I'm glad this happened. This video gonna probably be about an hour, but that's all right, because you can actually learn something from watching it. And the key thing to look at, dude, we still got 3 hours till the market closes. I told you they were gonna put people in positions to make money or go broke today. Battleground was at 370. See how hard they fought at that 370? See how them pressures were so close? Because that's the option chain we seen yesterday with all those numbers conflicting. Let's see, we knew the last pressure, the top was somewhere around here. So, yeah, it's breaking down now. At least I think. Because the pressure's way on the other side. And I'm not going to go look at that right now. I'm just going to kind of, so right here was the last pressure. So by all means, I should get out. I bought the contracts for $1.89. Now it's at $2.13, but it's the last one. Who cares? I just want to see where it hits, where it's going to bounce up. Got my hand on the trigger. I'm still ahead on it. EMA's starting to point down. Yeah, let me get out of here just for good measure. Bam. Last contract gone. 1 on all of them. Another 100%. Another 100%. Look at, now we're hitting sales pressure. And that's how you do it, folks.